Welcome, curious minds, to a world of knowledge and discovery. Hello, dear viewers. Get ready to expand your horizons as we delve into Gagnon's surname. Gagnon is a surname. Notable people with the surname include. As we progress through this video, let's now turn our gaze towards Aaron Gagnon, born 1986, Canadian ice hockey player. Alain Gagnon, Canadian composer and educator. Alphonse Ozias Gagnon, Canadian bishop. Andrew Gagnon, Canadian musician and composer. And Philippe Gagnon, born 1962, Canadian comedian and impressionist. Or Gagnon, Canadian victim of child abuse. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening discussion on C in the upcoming portion of this video. Charles Gagnon, born 1936, Canadian writer and illustrator. Charles Gagnon, Canadian artist. Charles Antoine Ernest Gagnon, Canadian notary and politician. Chick Gagnon, American baseball player. Christian Gagnon, born 1948, Canadian politician. Clarence Gagnon, Canadian painter. Claude Gagnon, born 1949, Canadian filmmaker. Clovis Gagnon, Canadian politician. Craig A. Gagnon, born 1960, American politician. Let's now enter the realm of D and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Dave Gagnon, born 1967, Canadian ice hockey player. Dave Gagnon, American football. Born 1951, American football player. Drew Gagnon, born 1990, American baseball player. As we enter this new phase, let's analyze E from different angles and evaluate its significance. Edouard Gagnon, Canadian Roman Catholic Cardinal. Eric Gagnon, born 1971, American musician. Ernest Gagnon, Canadian folklorist, composer and organist. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of F. Ferdinand Gagnon, Canadian-American journalist and publisher. Francesca Gagnon, born 1957, Canadian singer and actress. Franoise Gagnon, Canadian politician. Franoise Marc Gagnon, Canadian art historian and academic. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting G to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. Gabriel Van Gagnon, born 1951, Canadian politician. Gerard Gagnon full as Canadian priest. Jermaine Gagnon, Canadian ice hockey player. Gregory Gagnon, born c. 1972, American military general. Gustave Gagnon, Canadian organist, composer and educator. Let's now turn our attention to H and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. Henry Gagnon, Canadian composer, organist and educator. Henry Louis Gagnon, Canadian politician. Hubert Gagnon, Canadian actor. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of J. Jean Gagnon, multiple people. Jean-Paul Gagnon, Australian philosopher and academic. Jean Louis Gagnon, Canadian journalist, writer and public servant. Jeremy Gagnon Lapper, born 1995, Canadian soccer player. Joe Gagnon, Canadian boxer. John Gagnon, American sociologist. John B. Gagnon, American strawman performer. Johnny Gagnon, Canadian ice hockey player. Jonas Gagnon, American politician. Joseph William Gagnon, Canadian politician. Moving on to the next segment, we have K. Keith Gagnon, born 1987, Canadian ice dancer. Kenneth Gagnon, American politician. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of L and explore its various aspects. Luc Gagnon, born 1991, French footballer. Louise Gagnon Ardin, born 1941, Canadian archivist. Lucien Gagnon, farmer and leader of the Lower Canada Rebellion. Lucien Gagnon, born 1941, Canadian journalist. Get ready for an exciting exploration as we unravel the mysteries of M. Madeleine Gagnon, born 1938, Canadian educator, literary critic and writer. Marc Gagnon, born 1975, Canadian short track speed skater. Marc-Antoine Gagnon, born 1991, Canadian freestyle skier. Marcel Gagnon, born 1936, Canadian politician. Marcel Gagnon, musician, born 1950, Canadian musician and substance abuse counselor. Mariano Gagnon, American Roman Catholic priest and missionary. Marie-Claude Savard Gagnon, born 1972, Canadian figure skater. Marie-Michel Gagnon, born 1989, Canadian alpine skier. Marie-Pierre Boudreau Gagnon, born 1983, Canadian synchronized swimmer Matthew Gagnon, born 1980, American political strategist and writer Maud Smith Gagnon, born 1980, Canadian poet Michelle Kelly Gagnon, born 1971, Canadian lawyer and business person Michelle Gagnon, born 1971, American crime novelist Mitch Gagnon, born 1984, Canadian mixed martial artist Monique Gagnon Tremblay, born 1940, Canadian politician. Now, let's shift our attention to N. Narcisse Gagnon, Canadian politician Noam Gagnon, born 1963, Canadian dancer. As we venture forward, let's examine O in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. Noam Gagnon, Canadian politician and Lieutenant Governor of Quebec. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on P. Patrice Gagnon, born 1963, Canadian canoeist Patrick Gagnon, born 1962, Canadian politician Paul Gagnon, multiple people Paul Edmund Gagnon, Canadian politician Philippe Gagnon, Canadian politician Philippe Gagnon, Canadian football, born 1992, Canadian football player Philippe Gagnon, swimmer, born 1980, Canadian Paralympic swimmer Pierce Gagnon, born 2005, American actor Pierre-Luc Gagnon, born 1980, Canadian skateboarder. Let's now enter the realm of R and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Reginald Charles Gagnon, known as K.O.G., born 1949, Canadian musician René Gagnon, American soldier associated with the photograph raising the flag on Iwo Jima. Gagnon painter, Canadian painter Richard Gagnon, born 1948, Canadian Bishop Roy Gagnon, American football player Robert A.J. Gagnon, born 1958, American theological scholar and author. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting S to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. Sean Gagnon, born 1973, Canadian ice hockey player Sébastien Gagnon, born 1973, Canadian politician Simon Gingras Gagnon, born 1994, Canadian football player Sofiane Gagnon, born 1999, Canadian freestyle skier Sylvain Gagnon, born 1970, Canadian speed skater. In the following section, we'll be immersing ourselves in the captivating world of T. Terry Gagnon, born 1962, Canadian volleyball player. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into V and analyzing its key components. Vincent Gagnon, born 1981, Canadian racquetball player. Let's now enter the realm of Y and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Yannick Gagnon, Canadian politician Yikel Gagnon, born 1973, Canadian artist Yolande Gagnon, Canadian politician. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from my channel.